Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is B-R-I-A-N-N-A, Blazing Bree, aka Be the Killer, aka Chef Barbary, aka Muscle Mommy. What is up, you guys? Personally, me right now today, I am about to get into something that I've never done before, so I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be 50, hold on, 50 things that I wrote down. Oh yeah, so the question was, when am I abandoning myself? And I decided to make this video today because I hope someone younger or older or same age as me, anyone really that has been going through the same things, I hope you know you're also not alone. This list was honestly a conscious stream of consciousness. Let's get into it. Number one, working a job that doesn't fulfill me. Personally, I've worked jobs, right? Some jobs I felt physically tired. Some jobs I felt emotionally tired. Sometimes I felt spiritually tired. But regardless, I loved what I did. But at some point, it just drained me. I become like, today drained me. And I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a job where I feel personally satisfied and satiated and like the job feels like a breath of fresh air. The culture's nice. The people are kind. There are just beautiful people all around, culture, community, all of that combined into one, which is what I love. And fingers crossed that this job that I'm going to be having gives me everything and more. I've learned from the previous positions, something about me in customer service is something that I know how to make people happy. I know how to make people smile. I know how to make people, people entertained. I love learning about their stories and their struggles and finding something that works for them. So, of course, I'm going to be doing retail or customer service or sales. And that's just something that I love doing besides marketing. Let's see. Number two, where am I abandoning myself? Staying in relationships that leave me dependent. If I have to depend on you for everything, or if I feel emotionally too attached to you, yes, there is the difference between feeling connected and still living your own life. And then there's a difference between that and being disconnected while I'm connected to somebody else, which is like, okay, this is where I need to take a step back. I need to take a breather. I need space. I need something to just fill my cup more, because if I'm feeling depleted, if I'm feeling energetically leaking, if I feel emotionally disrupted, then that's when I abandon myself. Number three, talking to my family or friends and not being heard. Whenever I say something and I get misconstrued for something else, of course I'm going to want to communicate that, but at one point, people just assume that this is how I am, when in reality, what I'm thinking and what I'm saying could be two totally different things. So make sure, and this goes for anybody, all my friends, all my family, like, make sure you ask for clarification, ask for, like, because me, when I'm energetically or mentally at my lowest, I'm liable to lash out on people. I'm liable to get irritated, isolate myself. So that's just some things to look out for. That doesn't mean blow up my phone. That just means just know it's not all about you. Like, I'm going through something. But I abandon myself at that point when I'm not being heard, and I'm just assumed to be at some kind of lazy or whatever narrative is painted of me. And that's when I feel abandoned. Number four, listening to other people's advice but my own. Again, this is more so not trusting myself. It's a lack of self-trust, and that's more so on me. When I abandon myself, I don't know which direction I want to go, but I know for a fact that listening to myself in the past has gotten me so far already. Why not listen to myself again? This is the thing when I used to tell everyone, or not everyone, but people in my life that, like, if I'm a car and people are telling me different directions, I'm looking at the GPS like, yo, what's going on? Help! I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. Well, I might as well just crash. I mean, not literally, but in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm scatterbrained, low on energy, vibrationally, I'm not feeling myself. And let's see what's next. Number four, being the heaviest anchor instead of being the lightest feather. This is so important, because as Black women, I feel like we're just so liable to take on everybody's energy and just expect to just take it and just expect to just be okay with it. And do you see these eye bags? Yeah, no, I'm not playing with that this year. So I feel like at the end of the day, we're all expected to take on somebody's problems or somebody's like ill bearings, and I think this time is more the time to be a little bit more selfish than being an emotional martyr for other people, because I'm not in the space to physically hold anymore. Like, I've already reached my breaking point. I've hit rock bottom. Like, before, this is not rock bottom, by the way. Like, I've hit rock bottom before. I know where rock bottom is. So I only know there's up from here, and I only know that it's going to take some therapy, it's going to take some practice, it's going to take some healing modalities to really lock in and feel and get into myself and back into my own body and just love on myself again and more. Let's see. Shrinking my own self and dimming my own light. That's the same thing. Like, being light as a feather to me is physically getting out all the envy, the jealousy, the hatred, the anger, the disdain, the spitefulness, getting all that off my chest and really just leaving it, letting God handle it, because I can't. One thing about me is that when I'm sad or when I'm like upset, it's going to tear me up inside. It's literally gonna feel like, it's like, I don't need that. We don't need that. What's next? When am I abandoning myself? When I'm reprogramming my brain back into being small. No, I don't like playing small. Small doesn't get me anywhere. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you're capable of. You have to know everything that you aspire to be is possible, and anyone else telling you otherwise is not supposed to be in your face. Simple as that. I mean, again, it's the concrete passion. It's the devotion into what you're doing. As long as you're doing what you love and loving what you do, no one else can tell you anything, really. Especially the people who look down at you and they've never been what you've been through, never done what you've done. And it's simple as that. Next, letting people tell me who I am, what I'm capable of, and what I should desire and require. That should speak for itself. I think I should focus on myself. I should grow myself. I should heal myself. I should pray more. I should be more disciplined. I should lock in on my finances and be smarter with my finances. Anything, and like loving on my family and myself. Anything other than that is just extra. Like focusing on relationships, building connections, everything else can go. Focusing on my hobbies. Everything else is on the back burner. What's next? When people talk me to a scarcity mindset when I'm abundant. Oh, this one. When people say they're broke around me, I get so irritated. I don't like hearing that brokenness. And it's like, okay, I understand if you are broke, but I'm waiting on a check. Don't say you're broke around me. Please don't. Because at the end of the day, brokenness, I don't condone brokenness. I'm actually allergic to brokenness. Every time I hear the word broke, I get like hives on my chest, like eczema. So let's stop saying broke. Let's be more impeccable with our words and be more conscious of how we speak to each other in our own speeches and our own languages and our words. Broke and tired and all of these words can energetically put you into a different state of mind, into a lower state. So let's stop using that. And of course, if you're broke and if you're actually tired, yes, that's okay. That's okay. Energetically and spiritually, you can feel tired, right? But if you tell somebody you look tired, what is that going to do? What is that going to do for somebody, right? Let's work on our speech. Because if I'm tired and I know I'm tired, why would I need to hear that from someone else? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Letting people... When people... Yes. Number 10. When I apologize for no reason. When I say I'm sorry for no reason, that's when I play into a guilt mindset. When, yes, I have in the past done some crazy things. Yes, when I was manic, I did have some things going on. And personally, I believe that getting out of that and starting to be more conscious and being more sober minded has taught me a lot about myself and my friendships and the people I condone and be around. And that in itself is a work in progress. But apologizing for no reason has led me into people thinking that they can weaponize my kindness against myself. And then let's see what's next. Number 11. When people project their problems and lives onto mine. When I know that I feel like I'm at a crossroads and people, I love advice, I love feedback. When people give unsolicited advice, and some advice, yes, it helps a lot, 100%. But sometimes it feels like I'm taking on other people's energy and I don't like how I feel after. I'm very sensitive. It has nothing to do with my zodiac sign. I think I'm just a sensitive person. That being said, I personally have to advocate for myself. That's on me to advocate for myself and what I need. I need to pick better choices and make better choices and life decisions. Besides that, yeah, the projections, I be projecting too. And at least when I give advice, that's even if it's unsolicited, I'm intentionally trying to make people's lives better. Because if I've been through it, I wouldn't want someone else to go through it. And that being said, moving on. When I'm losing my creative spark, being creative is being feminine. And when I'm not being creative and feminine, I am like, I'm just a demure, soft girl trying to live a soft life. And then one wrong, like, one moment that causes me to get rage baited, it just brings out the YN in me. And I don't own a shiesty. I'm not a YN, guys. I'm literally a girl. I'm a woman. I'm a woman who's learning, taking concrete steps to just simply grow and learn and undo and reprogram and be and heal. But also, I'm trying to have fun too. That's like, again, being creative has nothing to do with like what you can, not just like the arts, right? Being creative is like learning how to make your money stretch, learning how to speak eloquently and more fluent with other people, even if it's like trying to learn other languages or speak to other people that have different experiences. That's creative. And again, creativity is not just the arts, whether it's singing or dancing, music, poetry, all the stuff that I do, that's creative, yes, and that's in my feminine like essence. But when I'm almost at my most creative, I feel the most at ease. My nervous system is the most regulated, and the arts does play a huge part in that for me. And also, I think creativity is in cooking and baking and in your job, whatever job you have to be creative. And I feel like I do all of that too. But whenever I abandon myself is when all those things slow down and I'm worried and I'm stressed out, and anyone that's in the way of that has to get removed. Next, when I let stress, anger, and fear, and those who have like manipulative tendencies to try to get to my emotions, I literally know when you're trying to manipulate me. Like, I have a Caribbean family. I know what gaslighting is. Please, don't do it. Next, when people who are too close to me and want to know every detail, like too close to me in a sense to where like you genuinely don't, like you haven't reached out to me. You haven't reached out to me in like months, weeks, and you watch my story religiously. Don't do it. Just don't watch my story. Respectfully. Because I still have love for people who I haven't talked to. Nothing but love, abundant love, and faith and joy in them. But that doesn't mean you can continue to access, like, again, I would be petty and like remove people from my story, but it's also not that deep anymore. Like, I don't care. Like, you can watch me, sure, but do better. That's when I'm abandoning myself, because again, energetically, I feel upset, and I feel it in my throat right here too. And that's when I'm abandoning myself, when I feel like I'm not, like expressing myself the way I need to. And when I'm in a space to where I can't consciously make better decisions, because things like that, people prodding into my life spiritually, energetically, trying to maneuver around me and feel their way into my life, I don't like that. That's not cute to me. What's next? Oh, we're already at 15 minutes. Okay, let's lock in, guys. Speed run. When I choose chicken Alfredo over salmon bowl, let me tell you something about my diet. My diet is, I don't have a set diet just yet. I am plant-based preferred, which means I love plant-based options. I love vegan, plant-based foods. Do I eat salmon and chicken? Yes, absolutely. Love them. Do I eat beef? Sometimes. Listen, I'm sorry, okay? I went vegan for 2 months straight, lost 20 pounds. I'm very proud of myself. It helped me to be more creative, learn things from scratch. I made like broccoli soup. I still make my own salad dressings. Stuff. It's just stuff like that that allows me to eat better and eat more conscious foods. But that chest lettuce cake with big belly be calling my name sometimes. I'm sorry. Listen, it happens and it's okay. But when I consciously make the decision to choose a chicken Alfredo over a salmon bowl, that's when things get a little tricky, because it's a slippery slope, right? Everything in moderation, but then when you're getting a chest lettuce cake, that's why probably got to delete DoorDash, because they show you how many times you order a chest lettuce cake. Don't tell me how big I am, please. Next, when I choose a relationship over ambition, what I'm telling you right now, I can do both, right? But when I choose a relationship over ambition, that's when I feel like I'm abandoning myself, because when I was single with my homegirls, when I was working at Sephora, we would go to Gyozo. We would be eating the highest tier. We'd be shopping, hanging out with each other, doing the big girl stuff, And I'm in a relationship, and like I feel like I gotta start all over. I'm like, no, this was never supposed to happen. Like, I feel like having more sisterhood and girls around me, and women like who are ambitious as well, and that love to just get to the bag, do what they gotta do. And I need to surround myself around more people like that, because relationships, not even in my forefront, was never looking for that. And that's when I abandon myself, when I choose, or when I prioritize relationships over myself and my friends and my ambitions. Let's see. When my brand loses its position, mind you, I have no idea what my brand is yet. I'm just vibing. But when I tell you, I love doing a little bit of everything. And when I'm here doing the music or doing the arts, it's fun. And when I'm here doing the makeup and the get ready with me, it's fun. And when I'm here talking about my mental health, it's fun. So I hope you just enjoy it and continue to just lock in with me on this journey, because I'm still trying to figure it out. Next, when my subconscious is deliberately being imposed on by people. This is like a long story, but I have weird feelings and intuitive, energetic feelings. And I can't explain it sometimes, but I can tell when people are trying to use me. And it doesn't feel good. Which is why I have my guard up. I have trust issues. Who wouldn't, right? Again, relationships come into play. Friendships come into play. Family dynamics come into play. Because I want to be the best at what I do. And when I see someone getting into my life and asking questions and trying to do something, it's not that I'm just thinking like, oh, you try to compete with me. Oh, you can't compete with me. No, it's actually like, what do you want from me? But it's not like, it's like not out of annoyance. It's out of fear or anxiety. Like, are you trying to use me for something? I don't even know what you're trying to use me for, but I feel like you're trying to use me for something. And then it's like, okay, this is where my friendships come into question, and I don't want that to happen. That's when I abandon myself. It's the anxiety of the feeling of being used for something. And I don't want that. I want to be around ambitious girlies who want more for themselves and who love themselves and love to just go out and work hard and love each other like an actual sisterhood. That's what I'm looking for, like a sisterhood, like a group of girlies that just want to love and support each other. Like all this the competitive stuff is like corny to me, and I just love the idea of a group of girlies like in an apartment, like sharing food and a potluck. Like that's what I want to see for myself and other people. Next, when I put work over my mental health, oh, this happened plenty of times. I put work over mental health plenty of times, and I hope you guys know it's probably not going to be the last, but at least I know what to look out for. I put school over my mental health. I put work over my mental health. I put people over my mental health. Please don't do it. You're going to see the signs, and don't let it be too late. Next. When I put the love of money over myself, see, I'm still working on that, right? I think the act of stressing over money is impacting my mental health, but then my mental health is impacting my money. So it's a cycle, guys. We gotta learn. I mean, I gotta learn. I don't know if everyone probably got it all figured out, but I gotta learn how to balance that out, because the stressing over money is impacting my mental health, and my mental health is impacting my money, and I don't need that. Like, I want to be around people. I want to be communicative. I want to be able to facilitate again, host again, be a part of society again. Like, I can't be doing this whole back and forth thing. I can't because stressing over money has not done me very well. Stressing over money has actually made me look crazy. Do you see these eye bags? I mean, let's really get into it. Actually, let's not, because my money's gonna be getting right by the grace of God. I already know. I know because I don't need to worry about it. Oh, what's next? When when someone wants something from me, when someone wants something from me and I give it to them unwillingly, that's an act of abandoning myself. Because why did I do that? I really didn't want to, but why did I do that? Maybe because low self-esteem, low self-trust, could be a lot of other things too, but let's just chalk it up to self-mistrust. But if someone saying no more has definitely done me way better, because I notice that people will be angrier at your no than your yes. And what I mean by that is, once you say no, like once you say I'm good, like you will see their facial expressions change. And imagine if I said yes, and how many the times along the lines I say yes, and then you don't know when the switch up is going to happen. When the no happens, then it's the same thing. So if I cut out all those yeses and immediately say no, like I'm good, that's all you have to do, guys. Just say no. Just say no. Just say no. Next. Let's see. When my trauma speaks for me and not my higher self. When my trauma speaks for me, I lose friends. My family, I feel like my family gets disappointed, which is another people-pleasing thing. But again, when my trauma speaks for itself, that's when things go to poopy caca. Why? Because I feel like the world is like, my own world is crumbling, and I don't want anything to do with anybody. That's how I act. That's not what I want it to be. Two totally different things. I love people. I love being around people. I love being social. I love meeting new people. But it gets to a point where my mental health has to come first, and I have to just leave me alone, guys, please. And then I'll be ready to reemerge back into society as a normal human being. Next. When my expectations and standards aren't met, but I still entertain environments and people. That speaks for itself. Again, Just say no first, and then the yeses, like cut out all those other yeses, and then the no's will be way easier. Just say no. Just say no. Just say no, guys. Please, just say no. And then things will just be better. Next one. I'm abandoning myself when I'm manic and dissociative. I literally had a show where I performed poetry and dance. When I was dancing on my feature set, I barely recall how I felt on the stage. I barely recalled faces. Like, I felt like I was in a whole nother dimension, world, whatever you want to call it. But it felt like I was dissociative and I was out of my body. And I did not like that. Only because, like, people are like, you did so good. You did so... I'm like, I did? And it's not even me fishing for compliments. I genuinely, like, I don't remember how I did because I didn't feel like I was there. Which is why it's like I want to be in my body more. I want to regulate myself, my nervous system. Everything that has to do with me being at my most peaceful state, that's what I need. I don't need anything else. Next. I abandon myself when I'm depressed and procrastinating. When I'm depressed and procrastinating, that's when I feel like I'm wasting time. Again, I feel really bad, but it keeps happening. And that's when I'm like, okay, this is the cycle. Let's lock back in. 26 minutes on the clock. Let's keep going. Because I'm only at number 25. We're halfway through. Let me know in the comments if you relate to any of these, if you feel anything how I feel, because it's so real and I want to keep talking about it because it's something that in the past I've dealt with, and I hope that you, whether you're 13 or 35 or 65, I want you to be able to feel this and connect to it, and hopefully you get to heal from it too. What's next? When I lose my creative focus, again, that speaks for itself. When I forget my own capabilities, again, the things that I'm able to do, the things that I learn, the things that I work on, and I just forget I can do all of those things if I want to. And that's when the options in life becomes limitless. When my past tries to paint my future, the things that I've been through, substance abuse addiction, like vices, stuff like that, they kind of try to rewrite my story in a sense to where, oh, you, like in the back of my head, it's like, oh, you can't live without this, you can't do this, you can't do that. And that's actively painting my subconscious brain into holding me back into stagnation again, which is hard because I know I'm capable of growing and being great, but it's like that thing keeps holding me back. Let's see. I bend myself when I cry and feel bad for crying. My period's coming up. Also, I just be getting really sad. Then when I cry, I feel bad, like, dang, you feel so good, but it's so bad. But no, crying is okay sometimes, I think. I hope, because crying feels so good. It just feels so good. When my pain becomes louder than my peace, when my pain speaks louder than my peace, that's when I know I'm in the wrong space, around the wrong people, and I need to work on myself and other people and who I'm around. I abandon myself when my nervous system is being dysregulated. Again, everything has to do with my nervous system. If it's dysregulating me, if it's affecting me, it has to get out of, like, everything. Like, I have to put it away. Again, I'm not being selfish. I'm prioritizing my own health. That's what happens. When I don't feel like my chosen family is found yet. You have blood family and you have chosen family. I personally feel like I don't have my chosen family just yet, and which is why I'm making these videos again. When you should feels like a test rather than encouragement. You should, as in, you should be able to blah, blah, blah. You should be able to this, that, and the third. You should be able to own your own house by now. You should be able to be in your own apartment. You should be able to live independently. You should be able to, and it feels like a test. It feels like, dang, am I not doing enough? This is like, I feel like I'm whack right now. Like, what am I really doing? Again, but I'm comparing myself, and I feel like that in itself is abandoning myself too, because if I'm looking at someone else, I'm not even running my own race. I'm staying still. What's next? Number 33, when I seek advice when I don't know what I want. That's something I do so much, and I should probably stop. That's when I abandon myself the most. When people make empty promises and I still trust them, that's self-abandonment at its best. Number 35, when my love gets taken for granted. Number 36, when my time feels wasted. Don't waste my time. Please don't. Because I'm already wasting my own time. Don't waste my time even more. Please. When number 37, when I feel like someone is trying to stay in my life only for opportunities. If someone is opportunistic, of course I'm opportunistic too, but at least let it be mutual. Number 37. Oh no, number 38. When people try to get a rise out of me, I'm feeding the evil wolf inside of me. I don't want to feed the evil wolf. I want to feed the other wolf. There's two wolves. You gotta starve the evil wolf. Let's see. When people look at me for advice and I question them from the lens of self-doubt, I've seen so many videos of people saying, hey, you should make videos on what people ask you for advice on, or you should monetize the thing that people ask you for help the most. People have asked me for help for so many things, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I have an idea, but I don't have enough idea to help somebody, or at least that's what I think. Which is why you need to just, this is my word of advice to you. If someone is asking you for advice, just try to give them advice to your best of your ability. Because even though you don't think you have the ability, you probably do, so just do it. And it's just helping people. Like, I love to help people, being closer to my friends and trying to find out what they need. Again, that's another one of my missions. Because when I'm crashing out in my head over here, I'm not worried about anything else. And I need to stop. Next. Number 39. Nope, number 40. When my imposter syndrome kicks in. I don't need that. Me not want that. When I just want to be myself and I feel like I'm being judged. That's number 41. That's when I abandon myself the most. Because if I want to be myself and I feel like I'm being judged, then I feel like it's the worst feeling ever. And then people may not even have no room to judge. I have no room to judge. I definitely have no room to judge. So why would somebody try to do that to me? And at one point, I would used to judge celebrity culture. I would judge pop culture. I would make all these judgments and realize, what that got to do with me? Eyes on my own plate, on my own bread. I can't be doing this. Like, I gotta stay tapped out, actually. I've been so locked in to other people's lives. It's time to pull the plug and focus on my plate. Next, number 42. When I sleep rather than address my fatigue. Again, the fatigue is coming from not a physical as much. It's coming more from a spiritual and energetic place. Again, I have to do the things that fill my cup creatively, getting back into my feminine, getting back into my relationships, the ones that heal me, the ones that feel me and fulfill me and thrill me in the best ways possible, just to be able to get back into myself. Because when I sleep and just ignore all my problems and use sleep is also an escape for me. I didn't even clock it until now, but sleep is an escape route. Sleep the whole day, just sleep most of the day and just be all sad and okay, that's when I abandon myself. And number 43, when I'm expected to be a certain way and I try to fit in. Trying to fit in hasn't gotten me anywhere, actually. Trying to assimilate is what's also made me fatigued. That's when I abandon myself. Next, number 44, when my art becomes the back burner. Again, a lot of these abandonment things that I'm noticing now, because I haven't looked at it until, again, today, since I wrote it. A lot of it is based on creative endeavors and holistic endeavors, and these things I have slowly but surely put off to the wayside because I have been nervous and stressed out and anxious about and uncertain about my future and where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do with myself. And these things have slowly and surely become the forefront and are trying to grab my attention. And I'm glad I'm making this video now. Because again, I hope you're not the only one going through this, because I know I'm not. A lot of my friends have also been going through some creative lows, and I just want to let you know that you are not alone. Let's see. Number 46. Nope, number 45. When my healing becomes my focus and not just me. I spend so much time trying to heal, my break got low. Let's work. Let's healing doesn't have to be everything. It can be focusing on the future, not just trying to heal the past. Let's see. Number 46, when I have to compromise my personality for others. If I feel like I'm being too much around you, if I'm being extra, I immediately don't want to be around you again. That's when I feel like I'm not being myself. Let's see. 47, I'm abandoning myself when I go to martyrdom for the sake of keeping the peace. Sacrificing my own needs and my desires for someone else's comfortability, which has not only been energetically weighing me down, it's been weighing me down physically. I'm stressed. If I'm stressed, I'm not being creative. If I'm not being creative, my finances aren't financing. My mental health is going to go to garbage. Okay? So it's a cycle. It's a cycle, and we have to learn how to, and when I say we, I mean me. Like, I have to learn how to just slow down and pick things apart. Let's see. Number 48. When my life becomes unpredictable and I lower my vibration. Again, this is all basically this. I've been writing the same things basically. Number 49. When my success depends on other people's opinions, actions, and people who have no business being in my business are in my business. I'm going to say this with the utmost respect. If you have no desire to see me grow, to see me thrive, to see me make money on, to see me happy, get out! I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Number 50. Oh, you reached the end of the video, guys. The very last one, it says, when people prod and want to know about me but don't want to keep in touch. Again, this is literally, I said this at least 2 times. And what I learned about this video is that it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's the same thing. And I hope this video has taught you something about me or something about yourself. And if any of these got you clocked, I didn't even take all the numbers down, put all the numbers down, or say all the numbers. But if you notice something that resonates with you, please, please, please leave it in the comments, because I would love to keep this discussion going. And I would love to help people heal and grow and thrive as I'm on my journey on myself. And if anyone, even one person, I don't even care who it is, if they benefit from this video, I've done my part. So thank you for watching, and please stay tuned, because I want to be able to drop 2 videos a week. And yeah, I love you guys. Again, have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay blessed, stay prayed up, stay loving on each other.